What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope all you're having a great day today. Getting into this episode, this whole episode was some complete bullshit. This whole episode was a clusterfuck. First of all, Jordan needs to be fired effective immediately. Not only fired, if I were Franco, hell, if I was Port Charles, period, every citizen in Port Charles, I would not only file a lawsuit against the PCPD, I would file a personal lawsuit against Jordan herself. Like, she broke every ethical law you could think of in this case. Every. First of all, you are not supposed to negotiate any deal with a suspect without their lawyer present. She had numerous conversations with Franco without his attorney. That's a violation right there. You can't do that. Let me tell you something. Even if Franco were to plead not guilty, had Scott known Jordan was having conversations without him being present, that right there can tank the whole damn case. He would have got off on a technicality right there. That's enough to get the charges removed. Franco pissed me off the most. Why would you plead guilty? Why? They had no real evidence to convict. Why would you do that? Why would you blindly trust Jordan of all people, who has accused 3 people so far in this case? 3. And you trusted her to do what? To catch the real killer? She couldn't fucking catch a clap in a Mexican whorehouse, let alone a murderer. What the hell is wrong with you? That was idiots. Just think. Damn, you don't even have to think. As soon as she said, I want you to plead guilty, I would have said hell no. I would have laughed in her face first and then said hell no and took my chances. You have a competent attorney. They have very little evidence against you. They have no physical evidence against you. Your attorney could easily argue everything they throw at you. All you have to do is create enough reasonable doubt, dumbass. You didn't have to plead guilty, stupid. And then on top of that, you didn't even tell your wife or your attorney what the hell was going on. You have the right to tell your lawyer of any deal they offer you. Stupid. It's the Constitution. It's your constitutional right. What the hell is wrong with people? See, like I said numerous times before, on a soap opera, you have to suspend disbelief. But damn, how much disbelief do you have to suspend for this bullshit? Like, you have to be somewhat... I listen, when you do a storyline, you have to be somewhat truthful in the storyline that you're writing. You can't just make everything bullshit that's not factual about the law and how it works. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like watching Chicago PD and Law and Order and Lethal Weapon and all that. You know, yeah, they exaggerate some of the law a little bit, but they never exaggerate it to the point where it's utterly ridiculous. Never. They tell some truth about how the law is. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, no. Y'all need to get y'all a lawyer on staff, and y'all need to get y'all a cop on staff. Preferably a lawyer and a cop and a judge who've been in those fields for decades. Veterans. That's what you need. To tell y'all how the law really works and how things really go. I mean, you have to put some symbolism of the truth in there. You can't just have everything be bullshit. I mean, because this was just a total fuckfest, to say the least. This was all just fucked up. And Lulu sitting there with her little smug ass coming in there trying to chastise Elizabeth for sticking by her husband. Oh, you married him? Lulu, shut the hell up with your little self-righteous ass. You try to burn your damn cousin alive, fool, in a cabin. You sicked a known mobster, Johnny Zakara, on your own cousin. He damn near killed her. You damn near killed her. And you want to sit there and be self-righteous with Elizabeth? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Take your high horse and just ride and gallop on through. Get the hell out of here with that. You must be crazy. I can't stand self-righteous people, especially when they know they've done dirt. Like, get out of here with that. You damn near killed somebody. Hell, you have killed somebody before. Scott Baldwin hasn't forgot that you murdered his son, even though it was technically self-defense. but you still killed somebody, so shut up. And you try to cover it up on top of that, and went on a run. So you the last one that should be talking and trying to be all up on your high horse. I'm just saying, you better come down off, off that little high horse, that little pedestal of yours. You better come up off of it real quick. Um, I know Ava still don't believe this shit. Now when Franco made the guilty verdict, now all of a sudden Lulu wants to sit there talking about something. Oh, something seems off. You're just now figuring that out, dum dum. Damn, is that blonde seeping into your brain or something? Damn, like you should have been known something was off from jump when you saw Franco in your memories. You should have been knew something was off. I mean, I understand he strapped you to a bomb, but that was over 10 years ago. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. He hasn't done anything to you since he's been back in town. Like, don't you think if he wanted to stab you, harm you, hurt you, he would have done that some years ago? I mean, the man has been back in town now for damn near 6 years. He could have done something to you in all of that time, and yet he has not. So why in 2019 would he do something to you now? Now it makes sense. Oh, he regressed. After all these years? I mean, I'm not saying it ain't possible, but shit, the likelihood. Especially when he has things going great for him right now. He has a good job. He has a family now, a new wife. Well, at the time she wasn't his wife, but his fiance, couple stepkids. I mean, why would he regress now? Think about that. You know what I mean? It's just think. Lulu was just irking my soul. Like, seriously. Anyway, moving on from this dumb shit. Some more dumb shit. First of all, Cameron. I totally understand why Cam feels the way he feels about Franco. I get it. But the way he spoke to his mother, you would have got your ass beat. I'm just saying, like, these kids, they need their ass whooped. I understand on the show, y'all don't want to promote violence, but technically it's not violence. It's discipline. Because let me raise my voice to my mother like that and call her crazy or insane. Have you lost your mind? She would have, as soon as I would have said something like that, as soon as the words would have came out my mouth, my whole face would have been slapped off and on that wall. She would have slapped my name out the phone book. Like, seriously, he needs an ass whooping. I'm just saying. Liz, don't be afraid to listen. You got to understand the power of the belt. It only works if you use it. Get your belt. I know you have quite a few. He needs an ass whooping. Now, speaking of dumb, so apparently Oscar can't get his driver's license because he has that medical condition, obviously, so he can't drive right now, which is totally understandable. I mean, who the fuck wants you behind the wheel if you're going to get a headache and be swerving lanes? And, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, so I can understand why they don't want to give you a license. I mean, who's going to want you on the road? You can have a fucking headache at any moment and just start swerving and get into an accident or cause another, somebody else to get hurt. So, understandable. But, they decided because Cameron has a junior license. I don't even know what the fuck a junior license is. I've never heard of one. I've heard of driver's permit, I heard of, driving permits, and you have to be with an adult that's 25 and older. I've heard of that. And of course, none of them are adults. And her friend Trina came over or whatever. So they all decided to take a road trip to Niagara Falls with no driver's license. See, this is what Carly and them was talking about with the dumb shit that they always want to do. See, these kids are just dumb. I understand kids will be kids, but I mean, we've all done some wild shit in our teen years. I know I have. But this is beyond just reckless and stupid. And this boy is on probation. Cam is on probation. I have a feeling they're going to get caught. I have that feeling. Y'all going to get caught. Hopefully, I understand Carly pregnant, but you still in the early stages of your pregnancy, so you still can whoop your child without causing too much stress to yourself. Because a couple of these kids just need a good old-fashioned Joe Jackson ass whooping. I'm dead serious. They need a Joe Jackson ass whooping. And you listen, I remember watching American Dream, the Jackson movie, the Jackson 5 movie. And Joe Jackson made his son go cut him a switch off the tree. He whooped his ass with that switch. See, this is what kids are lacking today. A good ass whooping. You know what I mean? I remember, listen, my mother used to tell me stories about growing up, how she used to get a whooping with switches, extension cords. Like that's how people used to get their ass whooped back in the day. They rarely got hit with a belt too much. It depends on what you did. You got the extension cord, and that shit hurt. And I thank God I never got that. I always got hit with belts and shit. I ain't never had no switch, no extension cord. I got hit with belts. But these kids today, they need an old fashioned beat down. Because the way they act and talk to their parents, I'm like, you couldn't get away with that in my house. You couldn't. Growing up, you couldn't get away with that. All that back talk, no. We don't do that. See, you get your ass whipped. As soon as you think you grown and you about to talk back, that's what you get. You gonna see them 5 fingers. Boom. Set you straight. Because these kids need that. I mean, y'all talking about taking a car. None of y'all have a license. And you're gonna drive to Niagara Falls? Yeah, an ass whooping, you need it. Desperately. So moving on from that. Nina is running around telling everybody and their mama that her and Valentine are getting married. Like, people actually care. Like, every time you see Nina, she just telling somebody, oh, me and Valentine are getting married. So, hey, your funeral. Do it at your own risk. Everybody and their mama keep warning you not to marry this fool. Sasha's telling you not to marry him. Alexis is now telling you not to marry him. Lulu was telling you not to marry him. Maxie was telling you. Peter, everybody telling you. Obrecht, everybody telling you not to marry this man, and you still want to go ahead with this dumbass marriage. You deserve what you get. Now she's asking Alexis to draft up her will because she wants to change her will and she wants to include everybody. I'm like, who the hell is everybody? Like, now I guess she want to add, of course, Sasha to her will. I'm like, don't do it. Do not do this. Don't do it. But, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And, everybody keeps trying to lead this dummy to water, and she refuses to sip the water. So she instead decides to sip the Kool-Aid known as Valentine. So I'm like, well, sip the Kool-Aid. Good luck. She's just a fool. But anyway, moving on from that. Julian. Julian. Why not listen to Ava? Even Ava is basically telling him he's still jonesing for Alexis. But I feel like Alexis is jonesing more for him than he is for her, though. I believe Julian when he said that he moved on with Kim. But, he doesn't regret the life that he made with Alexis. He don't regret marrying her. He doesn't regret anything about their relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure he regret that whole, putting a knife up to her neck and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he regrets that. But anything else, he doesn't regret the good times. But Alexis, you can't tell me Alexis don't want Julian back. You can't tell me. Because if she didn't, she wouldn't be making googly eyes every time she see him. She wouldn't be all up in his business with Kim every time. Like, who's all up in their ex-husband's business with their new woman? Like, why would you care? You're the ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the ex, why would you give a fuck? I'm just saying, like, clearly you care more than you want to let people think you do. More than you're letting on, like you obviously do. So, anyway, what else? Maxie can't get the DNA test, so she got to go all the way to where? Poughkeepsie. She got to go to Poughkeepsie, to a lab in Poughkeepsie to do the DNA and get the results and stuff like that, because I guess the lab is so backed up. I love me some Maxie, I do. The only bright one. Maxie, the only smart one up here. Like, she can figure some shit out in literally less than an hour. Like, all she got to do is observe and listen, and she done figured some shit out. Kudos to you, Maxie. You're smarter than a 5th grader. Hell, you're smarter than half the population of Port Charles, clearly. So anyway, my boy Ryan. Ryan is a sick bastard. I swear I'm going to miss Ryan, though. I really am. When his time is up, I'm going to miss Ryan. Because Ryan has been having me laughing ever since he's been on. He's been a joy to have around. He really has, though. He's brought a spark back to this show. I've enjoyed him for these last few months. He's crazy, and I love it. He basically had Laura call Lulu, and he even wrote this bitch a script. Yo, Ryan is crazy, yo. Ryan had a script all written out for her. I say, yo, how crazy does one have to be? That fool had a script of shit for her to say to Lulu on the phone. I said, wow. Ryan said, fuck that. I ain't taking no chances because y'all done lied to me before, especially about the prenup. He was like, nope, you're going to say what I tell you to say, verbatim. You're going to say it or you're going to die. Laura was like, what the fuck am I going to help you for? You're going to kill us anyway? I had to agree with her. I mean, dude is going to kill you anyway, so what's the fucking point? But Kevin told her just do it because he felt like Ryan wasn't going to kill them anyway because it would just tip his hand basically if he did. If anybody found the bodies, the jig would be up basically. Um, so after he left, Laura was pretty much letting Kevin know what's been going on in Port Charles. Like when she noticed the changes in Ryan, him being with Ava, and what else? And him asking for the separation. I mean, I'm happy that the real Kevin, is gonna finally get out of this mess. But like I said yesterday, I don't know. For me, I feel like he should have to face some consequence because you knew your psycho ass brother was alive all this time, and you could have told people about this. So that way, people could have figured this out a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? Had you would have told them, because people didn't think about Ryan being alive because everybody was under the assumption he was dead. So when they saw Kevin acting strange and stuff, of course they're not gonna think anything of it because they think his fucking brother is dead, but he's not. And you neglected to tell people this. So I do feel like he needs to face some consequence for this mess. But anyway, yeah, this episode was a lot of bullshit. But hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. I think that's everything in this episode. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.